everyone. So today we'll be talking about blockchain fundamentals. This is the first episode of this series, or like the challenge, my challenge of LockedIn. And without further ado, this is Jan. So currently, I have a bit of background, pretty interested in the Web3 crypto space. And recently just made this slide and want to share a bit more about what I learned about blockchain, crypto, and all of that. So yeah, this challenge is going to be like a TED Talk style, where I'll just be presenting for like around 10 minutes ish, and let's get into it. So first of it, what is it Web3? So feel free to leave it in the comments or just have a quick think of what is Web3 to you. Because for this term, we hear it a lot of the times of like everyone saying about Web3, AI, all of that. But honestly, just ask yourself, do I actually know what is Web3? Because for me, to be totally honest with you, before like maybe half a year ago, I always hear about this phrase, but I never really got the chance to like learn about it. So this diagram, Web 1.0 is like a read-only static, really like a really um very fundamentals of internet. So in the early stage, like during 1919 to 2004, English scientist Tim Berners-Lee has raised out a World Wide Web concept, www, which is why is it called www or something.com right now. So basically, there's a very limited professional institutions and developer there are during this period of time, where it's basically a single output, where there's no input from the users, only an output where uh, computers are limited, very limited. So the internet is really not that like popularized. So it quickly, despite this, like a bit more of like things can go online. You can read different literature, you can read different books, but however, no one can really like interact. So there's really like a limited the development of this during this stage. And moving on to Web 2, where most of the applications are in right now. You can see like YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp. Why is it called Web 2? The easiest way to phrase this is Web 2 users can participate. However, they don't have the centralized data, which what leads to Web 3. Web 3 is basically in this system, everyone can see each other's data through the use of blockchain technology. And Web 3 refers not only to crypto, but also AI, blockchain technology, transparency, and these are like a lot of the themes we'll definitely go through soon. And so the easiest concept to put this, Web 1 equals to a single only output only system. Web 2 is that there's output and there's input. However, all the data only goes back to the company instead of the users being transparent to see everyone. And just for example, like the bank can lock you down anytime, where during Web 2 period, but when Web 3, since everyone is democratized, so everyone can see each other data, they have their own personal data. So therefore, you can't say, oh, we're going to lock you down. So that doesn't happen in Web 3. So moving on to the next slide, we got some characteristics and themes, including decentralization. Decentralization refers to like there's not no longer a centralized party holding all the data, while through the use of blockchain technology, everyone can see each other's data. Therefore, it's not no longer centralized, but instead spread it out, decentralized. So that's what decentralized means. Next, transparency. So transparency, blockchain. Through blockchain, you can see anything. You can see whatever someone else does. If some, like for example, if Donald Trump has a wallet, he's selling something, we can see that through a transaction in the blockchain. And when he buys something, we can also see that. So everything's transparent. As long as you can find that someone's wallet and you know it's him that's using it, then yeah, you can verify with blockchain. That leads to our next theme, blockchain. So what's blockchain? Think of it like this: block, 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 block. So instead of a single block, it connects together. So makes it like for malicious attackers that's looking to exploit like people, for example, they're trying to hack in. This blockchain makes it really hard to do it manually and basically impossible unless there's a quantum machine that quantum computing can go through everything in like millions, trillions of transactions. So yeah, that's in the future. But right now, nothing can break through this blockchain mechanism, because basically, if you want to change the first block, like first change the new data, you have to change everything and all of the computer that contains this blockchain um, technology. And next, there's consensus. Consensus is how everyone agrees on something, then this is passed. Instead, because it's democratized, there's no centralized authorities, so this consensus can be developed in different ways. And lastly, crypto is like a um extended or like a derivative, like kind of a extra thing of Web3. Web3 does not surround crypto nor AI, but these are like the themes that create Web3 and the components. So yeah, moving on, this is like a diagram of network by Paul Baran, which is a perfect illustration of how these kind of network works. Centralized, you can see in the red dot. I'm not sure. Let me see. Can I get a? No, there's no PowerPoint. You can click on. So centralized means only the central authority has the data. So yeah, like a bank, just pretend a bank. Can you get access to others' information? No, you can't. So that is a centralized example. Next, decentralization. You can see like there's a few middle more nodes. So you can say that as like a multinational company. So for example, in centralized just easiest way to visualize this would be centralized network would be a restaurant that's only in one country. They have one headquarter, so they can only the middle. The headquarter has all the information, but no one else has that. Decentralized would be like a multinational or transnational company firm that they have different places in the world that they'll share their data in the headquarters. However, after that, no one can see it. So that's still like not fully decentralized, but yes, sort of in the middle. But lastly, distributed network. Every single person. So, for example, I'm a customer. I can see whatever the entire company does. So it increases that transparency, building that trust and reliance on the system of the like giving the consumer or like the users trust on like, oh, I can see what's everyone doing. I know what's happening. That's great. Perfect. So yeah, that's it for this one. And then like centralized, a bit going through more. Centrally owned, yeah, just basically what we mentioned. And then decentralized peer-to-peer network. No entity single-handedly controls network's node, so it allows makes it harder to shut down. So yeah. And then lastly, distributed every communicated. Yeah, that's basically what I mentioned. And then, yeah, so next off, moving on to what is blockchain. Blockchain is basically a distributed ledger and maintains a continuously growing list of all the records known as the blocks. That's what we mentioned just now. So blocks, if you're interested in cryptography, which I know there's quite a few of the members are interested in this in the locked-in community, they're linked together and secured using cryptography, which is like basically another extension of math, a lot of codes, so they're linked together one by one. If you want to change the first one or any transaction, you have to go to the whole world's computer that's linked to this system and change every single code of them before you can actually change the code into the like the hacked one. So I think only quantum computer, like humans, won't be able to do that. And yeah, so what are transactions? Transactions, think it in the easiest way, is like basically whatever you do, you would be recorded. So yeah, if you buy something, that will be recorded into the public blockchain, which everyone can seize it. And at the same time, if you do some on-chain data, such on-chain action, such as signing a signature, means how you're like approving it. This won't um take any gas fee. Gas fee is another topic we'd love to introduce later. But basically, it's like a transaction fee, incentivizing like since there's no middleman, therefore we need to incentivize like some people, like a human, to implement like nodes to run these transactions and make sure everything's smoothly. So without them supervising it, they can actually control through the use of this different proofs, proof of stake, proof of work, which is like different mechanisms. And yeah, that's basically how it works. And then yeah, one more thing, I think last one of the last topics will be public keys and private keys in blockchain. So public keys is like let's see if we have another slide for this. No. So public key is like whatever your wallet address is. That's like, for example, my bank account number. That's my public key. Everyone can seize it, but in this decentralized distributed system, everyone can see what your transactions were. However, what they can do is how no one can access your thing unless you have the private key. Private key is composed of 12 words. And once you got that 12 words, it's just random words, like, for example, scenes, here, spaghetti. So, like 12 random words. If you get this 12 words, never share your private key to anyone. Just write it down and then keep it in a safe space. Don't even screenshot it, because if someone, imagine if you have $1 million and that screenshot gets leaked out, your wallet will be gone in like seconds or like minutes. So anyone who has that private key can take away all your crypto. So yeah, make sure you know that. And then the public key basically confirms the sender's identity, making sure that he's the one sending the message. And then some wallet types: centralized exchange versus decentralized exchange. So centralized exchange, the easiest thing, it's authorized, and it's like there's like different policies, such as the what's this, the is it the let me see, jam US policy, crypto policy. Oh, Genius Act. Yep. Genius Act in the US, while there's like the MiCA in Europe. So these two are like, so centralized exchange that are verified that increase that authority and reputation. But the bad thing is that you basically, if it's like a traditional bank, if you get banned, you get banned. And that the pros of the centralized exchange is like it manages your assets, so are not afraid of like hackers, and they would be responsible if your assets get hacked to a certain extent. However, and you don't really need like specialized blockchain knowledge. You can treat it like a normal stock account, but able to invest in crypto. And for decentralized exchange, much more risk in like getting hacked. And but the pros is like you get access. No one can freeze that money as long as you remember the 12 seed phrase words. And no one can take that off your head, right? So even if you lost everything and you remember those 12 words, you can still get access to your crypto. No one can get that except for you. So yeah, some recommended centralized exchange wallet are like Coinbase, Binance, like yeah, these two are the main ones. Maybe even Kraken, but like decentralized exchange is what I use right now. MetaMask, OKX, Ravi Wallet, the pretty nice one, Phantom. And yeah, just I think wallet security, hot wallet and cold wallet. Hot wallet refers to how you're managing a lot of activity. So cold wallet is basically like it can be in a form of card. It's basically a physical tangible object where you use it to bring around. You can just bring it around and let others see, like not let others see, sorry, but like you can keep hold of that, so you can use that anytime, so no one can touch that except for you. So much more secured, and no one can hack it easily. And hot wallet, you can, but the downside of cold wallet is like you can't use it. You have to, it's much more annoying if you want to take the money out. It takes a bit longer since the longer security. But hot wallet is like basically it's connected to the internet, not more vulnerable to like hackers attack, but the yeah, much easier for to transactions and make trades. So yeah, here's a pros and cons of hot wallet or cold wallet. So make sure to check in that if you're planning to get some crypto. Yeah, so some sectors in Web3: decentralized finance, layer one, two. Decentralized finance basically getting things on chain. So this like linked to real world assets, real world application, RWA, personal take RWA. It's just next thing is tokenizing stock. Whatever you see, tokenizing property, tokenizing gold is a big one as well. Tokenizing houses, I don't think that's a big one, but there's everything of, you can tokenize anything. You can tokenize like collections of artifacts, anything. You can burn it after you tokenize. But yeah, I think the main thing, and NFTs, yeah. And then but the really big sector that's is really tokenized stock, basically putting stocks on chain so it can run 24/7, I would say. Yeah, that's the big thing of RWA. And next thing, stable coins, a lot of regulation. You can see governments, they're just trying to like get some earnings from the emerging crypto. Therefore, they're just setting up more regulation. Remember, more regulation equals to government care. Government care equals government get profit. That's simple. If and the big gains in the early stage of crypto, you never say like oh, why don't you get like early why don't you get crypto earlier, because it's risky, right? No one would do that. There's no regulation, no law supporting it. You can be it can be gone and you don't get secured, but that's where the big side up potential comes. And again, it highlights how when no one's doing it, the risk tolerance is there's high risk, but if you know what you're doing, that's the highest where the biggest upside potential lies. Next, ICM, Internet Capital Market, another very cool topic that I can talk for like couple 10-20 minutes. But basically, it's like a new way of VC, but like instead of like setting standards high, as long as the people in crypto like the idea, it just does not require that much money for that much of marketing, that much of like easy way to get funded by YC, but you just don't have to go through application, but you don't get any support, but you just straight up get a easy funding. Like I would say, kind of a meme coin at this stage. Very early development, but a very emerging sector soon. And the AI agents, and definitely you guys know it. Social fi, another cool concept I'd love to explore. Recently, the Click campaign was a great example of social fly. Basically, through like right now attention economy. If basically what social fi is about, the content creator who generates more views for the like a startup or like a company, they would get rewarded with more money. Basically, that's it. And I think LinkedIn would love to explore more of that down the road. And the privacy sector, make sure like your money doesn't get stalked, so no one knows what you're doing. So a bit of gray area there. So, and lastly, gaming. So gaming with crypto, I'm sure you've seen something like that. But yeah, so yeah, some last tips for Web3, since it's like a really emerging sector. Therefore, really passion matters much more than talent. Find your passion, get a talent, and utilize it. And roles include business development, backend developer, community moderator, research. But I would say business development are huge. Key thing for Web3 is like you really need to network and be in those in-person events. And yeah, meeting different people is key. Make sure you build your network, and your reputation, long-term reputation is needed. Don't rug. And yeah, make sure if you got any like interest in joining more and learning more about crypto, love to help out and have a coffee chat down the road. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know and comments. And yeah, some next steps, join a community, currently in like a community called 0xu and Monster Block HK. These are two great like a community from Hong Kong and advocate for crypto. But if you're outside of crypto, like if outside of Hong Kong, much more selections you guys got, and especially US, a lot of crypto communities. So make sure you join, stay noticed. A lot of people on LinkedIn as well. Definitely check them out. Meet different people. Yeah, same with the others now. Learn and stay updated, because Web3 is just really new. Keep learning, stay active, get on X, Twitter, follow good people, and then stay updated to the new news, and you'll be super good, especially if you're young and looking for like some new things to explore. Crypto is like very low. You can enter very low. You don't need much experience. You can get on with it. But at the same time, if you want to get into top tiers, it's like so it's easy to enter, hard to be at the top. So yeah. And lastly, just go more to offline events. And yeah, so this basically wraps up my TED talk for today. Hope the guys have a nice time. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any comments or like questions. Love to answer. And wait, let me just chat the chat. I love to chat. Chat. Is anyone in the chat? Oh, hey, Gabriel and Matassa. Hello there. Okay, but yeah, we're going to keep on continuing this locked in March challenge, and let me just preview you guys a bit. Let's see. We're gonna to have, okay, Naira is up next tomorrow. She's going to talk about master the art of communication. Ben is going to talk on Friday, 9 p.m. EST, a guide to college applications. Atiraj is going to talk about her journey as a young entrepreneur, 10 p.m. EST at Saturday. And then yeah, Atiraj, free Atiraj. Come on, we're not getting back in. And then Mayao is coming and talk about land your first paid job, 12 p.m. EST. Okay, okay. Sorry, man. But yeah, okay, that's 12 on my side. Got it to, okay, perfect. And then Riti's coming in at next Monday. So Millie is coming in talking about her journey with building the Sakun within at 11 a.m. at next Thursday. So Dilara, Angela, Surya, Josiah, Prisha, Rayan, huge shout out to you guys. Thanks for joining the challenge. And yeah, for those who see this video, get signed up for my challenge. I'd love to hear you guys to talk, share about like something you're passionate about, and yeah, really just that. And it's just a great time to like maybe even practice a bit of your public speaking skills. Because for me, public speaking is never like an easy thing, and yeah, really, yeah, make sure to check out our partner Elco. They're working on a public speaking tool, which aims to develop your confidence, and also bit of shout out, like bit of the alpha to the people who are watching right now. We'll have a big solace giveaway tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned. Have a nice day, chat. Okay, see you guys. Stay locked in. Bye bye.